One of the first things we do once we have a letter of intent between the buyer and the seller is to actually somehow engage the landlord or the property management people. It's either going to be that the buyer or the buyer's representative, usually a lawyer, is going to make contact with the landlord, or if the seller has a good relationship with their landlord or property management, we'll encourage them to pass along the news, kind of get the ball rolling a little bit, right? It can be one of the more complex parts of the process, and actually, unfortunately, can hold up the process for a surprising amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. Anecdotally, we just had one that closed, and we had a closing date set, and everybody was preparing for that, and the landlord took an additional 4 months, which was an incredible exercise in patience for sure. And we got it done. It just took much longer than we had anticipated. Unfortunately, it all worked out. But and then also from a global point of view, every lease is different. Is the seller on a month-to-month? Did they just renew and they've got another 7 years? Is it just one more year left? Is it assignable? Is it going to be renegotiated? There's so many different moving parts in the way it could be structured, depending on what the seller has in place. Really, so it's not like a one-size-fits-all, but you just kind of take it as it comes. We try to understand it very early in the process when we're engaging with our seller. We try to get a hold of their existing lease and all the amendments that go with it, so we understand what we're looking at, and then the buyer also and their legal can understand what they're looking at and how to move forward to get it done.